What if the reason life feels confusing right now isn't because you're lost, but because you're holding two realities at once? Have you ever felt like two versions of you exist at the same time? One part moving forward, and another part still standing in the past? You're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. Lately, I've been noticing something strange. A lot of people aren't feeling dramatic change. They're feeling contradiction. You can feel confident and completely unsure, excited about the future, and weirdly nostalgic at the same time. And most of us think that means something is wrong. But what if this paradox is actually a sign that you're expanding? A paradox is when two things feel true at once, even when they shouldn't. And our brain hates that. We're wired to pick a side, to decide what's real, what's right, what comes next. But real growth doesn't always happen in clean, logical steps. Sometimes it feels like you're living in two timelines at once, one familiar, one emerging. There's something in physics called the twin paradox. One twin travels incredibly fast and comes back younger than the one who stayed home. Same life, different experience of time. And honestly, haven't we all felt that? Some years feel endless. Other seasons pass in a blink, but change you completely. When you're evolving internally, time stops feeling straight, and that can feel disorienting. But it's also completely normal. Here's another thought experiment. If you replace every piece of a ship over time, is it still the same ship? That's basically what growth feels like. You change habits. You change beliefs. You outgrow parts of yourself you thought were permanent. Yet something inside still says, I'm still me. That's the paradox of identity. And it's not a flaw. It's proof that you're alive and adapting. Most transitions don't feel like huge leaps. They feel subtle, quiet, like reality is negotiating with you behind the scenes. One part of you is stepping forward. Another part is catching up. And that in-between space can feel uncomfortable because it doesn't have clear edges. But paradox often shows up right before clarity. If your life feels contradictory right now, if you feel pulled between versions of yourself, you're not failing. You're not lost. You're learning how to hold more than one truth at once, and that's actually a sign your perspective is widening. So maybe paradox is not here to confuse us. Maybe it's here to stretch the way we see reality, just enough to make room for something new. If this resonates with you, tell me in the comments. What's one paradox you've been living lately? And if you want more conversations about consciousness, change, and how life quietly shifts under the surface, stick around. Please like and subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching.